Welcome back, everyone. How are you? How is this Lenten journey going for you? Now, last night's homework. Did you do some research on a particular saint? What do you know about them? I'm going to quiz you. The thing about saints is they all provide a fine example of how we should live. They served God by putting their efforts and their energy and their enthusiasm and their lives towards those most in need. Today's gospel reading is about a vast gulf between the rich and the poor. It's a story of Lazarus and the very rich man. Now, poor old Lazarus, he was covered in scabs and sores, and his life was miserable, and all he had to eat was scraps from the rich man's table. The rich man feasted wildly and had his belly full, while Lazarus starved. And even the dogs licked his scars and his wounds. Now, Lazarus died, and he was taken to heaven with the angels. The rich man also died, and he went straight to hell. Now, the rich man couldn't understand why he was in hell, because he didn't think it was fair. But then Abraham spoke to him and said, "During your life, you did not do the right thing. Rich man, you didn't listen to Moses and the prophets, but Lazarus needed help and you ignored him." So Lazarus went to heaven and the rich man went deservedly to hell. He didn't understand why, but all his life he had not cared one bit for Lazarus who was at his table. Even the dogs ate better than Lazarus did. So Abraham said to the wealthy man, "You did not listen to Moses, you did not listen to the prophets, you are not going to heaven, you stay in hell." Whereas Lazarus remained with the angels. This is Jesus' message to us about the wide gulf between the rich and the poor. In our world, we know there are many poor, and we know that there are some very wealthy people. Those wealthy people, some of them share their good fortune, but many of them don't. And when we think of people like Lazarus, we need to expand our idea. The Lazarus people are those who are not at the feasting table. They are migrant workers, the sick, the unemployed, refugees, those who don't have a vote or a say, those who are disabled, those on the fringes, those who may be mentally ill. There are many Lazaruses in our world, and as disciples, it is our job to look after them, to bridge that gulf between what we have and what they do not have, so that we can make their lives better. So, your challenge is to pray for the refugees. We have a great, big, beautiful, wide world that we should share with others. We should not be like the wealthy man and keep it all to ourselves. We should share it so that we all enjoy the blessings and bounty of this beautiful earth. Pray for those who seek shelter and safety on distant shores. They are seeking homes to raise their family and their loved ones. Remember, Jesus too was a refugee. So let us pray for refugees all around the world. I'll see you next time.